Are you actually serious? The window is not over for Nottingham Forest. Welcome to Forest Fan TV. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are, whatever time of day you're watching this. Hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome. I can't believe I'm saying this, to your latest Forest transfer news. As Nottingham Forest is set to sign not one, but technically two players, and the headache it is causing them is crazy. Before we get into it, or if you would be so kind as to just quickly hit that like button, go on, do it right now. 42% of you are not subscribed that are watching currently, so if you are one of those 42%, please do us the honor of hitting that subscribe button and joining Forest Fan TV. And thank you for watching. But let's get into this and let's talk about the crazy world that's going on right now at Forest. Okay, so two things to cover off. It is about Are You Serious? And also about Lewis O'Brien. We'll start with Lewis O'Brien. It's a bit easier-ish to explain. But anyway, there seems to have been some kind of problem with the paperwork when it comes to O'Brien and his move to Blackburn. There's been a lot of back and forth in Twitter, in the news and everything today about this, but it looks like it's not gone through and Lewis O'Brien is coming back to Forest. Or is he? Because the problem is that Forest have accounted for him going, therefore are in deep talks and pretty much deal done, so to speak, with Ayew, that they haven't accounted for this Lewis O'Brien problem, which means Forest have one player too many that they would need to register or want to register out of the 25-man squad. God, this transfer window has been great fun. So, Lewis O'Brien's set to return, but he may not actually be re-registered to Nottingham Forest. And I'm like, really? Really? You got a player who I still think has plenty of quality in him. And then, I mean, you guys all know who I would drop from the midfield roster to make room for him. But apparently, he may not be registered back to the 25-man squad. What the hell do you guys think about this one? Would you register O'Brien or not? Just put a yes or no in the comments or whatever. I don't know. Say what you want. So, that's developed. The next bit is about Ayew. So, let's get into him and talk you through that. Okay, Andre Ayew, don't mix him up with his brother, there's two of them, is a free agent coming from El Saad in Saudi, and he is free. And this is why this can be done over outside of the transfer window. And when I say free, I mean as in he's a free agent. Now, he's a player that spent time with Coops back in the day in Swansea, so they have a really strong relationship. And this potentially looks like Cooper may be instigating and pushing for this one. However, he's 33 years old, man. 33 years old. And this is like, look, I get it with the experience. You can, well, shall I say, I understand the argument of the experience for, say, Chris Wood, for Shelvey, for players like that, because you can argue they have a recent Premier League experience. With this one, I just don't know, man. It's like I've given up trying to know anymore. He's 33 years old. He does have Premier League experience with Swansea and with West Ham. Now, he is a great striker if the year was still 2016, because let me just check the stats here. In 2016, he played 34 games for Swansea and scored 12 Premier League goals. He then went on to West Ham for a couple of seasons and got 9 goals in 43 appearances. Then went back to Swansea, played 12 games. This is the year 17-18 and scored 0 goals. That was Premier League. And then in the Championship, he got himself 31 goals in about 87 games. So, but then you move him forward into his Saudi and Turkish league career. And in Saudi, he scored 15 goals in 21 games. I mean, honestly, I could probably score about 30 goals myself in that league. So he's not prolific and he hasn't had any Premier League experience since 2018. So I don't buy this argument of Prem experience. The Prem has moved on a long way since 2018. So I don't know how I feel about this one. But The funny thing is that Everton did approach him and he rejected them. If a free agent is rejecting you and you're a Premier League team, wow, is your club in a mess right now? But maybe their loss is our gain or our gain is our loss. I don't know. I don't like the profile of the player. Look, he may come in and score a bag load of goals. He may score a few goals that are key important goals. I know a lot of you are going to say if Cooper wants him, we get him. That's fine. But the whole point of this is to have the debate, to get the opinions out. Because that's what we do here on the channel, is discuss the pros and cons of every player. I just think we're bringing in too many granddads currently. And I don't want this to turn into a retirement home. And this is a bit of an after the fact kind of deal that really only started to make headway or be broken about on transfer deadline day. So it feels a little lastminute.com to me. What do you guys think on this deal? Would you take him? Look, the other thing you have to take into account is the injuries. Looks like Jesse Lingard's picked up another knock. We could literally put out a whole team sheet of injured players at the moment in pretty much every position for Nottingham Forest. So you could argue it from that stance as well. My heart is saying he's going to do nothing. We're just going to pick up another patient in the retirement home. And I don't think he's the right profile. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Now on some fun news, and if Forest Ant is watching this, he's going to love it. The whole Tuffalo thing with Anderlecht is getting sour and ugly. And Anderlecht are threatening legal action against Forest for pulling the plug on the Tuffalo deal. I know they didn't do it like this, but I would like to think that someone somewhere in a deep dark room in one of the, ivory tower offices in Forest is laughing behind their desk and being like, yeah, we screwed you over. We screwed you over. This is payback. This is payback, you cheating scum. So Anderlecht are pissed, and there's talks of legal action about it and everything. We'll keep you posted on here. In fact, I might let Forest Ant be the lead on this story because he's going to absolutely love it. He'll be smiling from ear to ear on it. But Anderlecht are annoyed, man, and I couldn't give a damn about it. Do you guys care? Do you think it's a bit underhanded what we did? Or is it screw them, we need Tuffalo back? It's so funny. They literally sent him out. For those of you who don't know, Tuffalo went all the way out to Anderlecht, basically did his medical, discussed personal terms and everything. Then gets a phone call at the 11th hour and the 59th minute saying, that ticket you did out to Anderlecht, I hope you booked a return. Could get your ass back here. And that was it. That was it. Deal over. So very, very funny. Let me know your thoughts about that down below. So that's the latest on the news. We'll break to you when Ayew signs. It looks like he is going to sign. But this is football and anything can happen. We'll be back tonight with the Grumpy Old Reds. Probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's a backstage members only stream. So make sure if you want to be part of that, you hit the join button down below. It's only 99p. And you'll get to ask us all the questions. You'll get to hear all the bloopers and everything else. But that's the news for you today. Before you leave, if you haven't already, please take a second to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And get your thoughts in down below. Are you serious or not about Ayew coming to Nottingham Forest? And come on, you Reds.